Greetings, 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 my friends. James Jordan, Best Networker Live, coming to you today with this powerful training. I'm excited. How about you? The reason why I'm looking forward to just sharing this valuable training with you is because this has allowed me to just crush it in my business. And it's a super simple way to go out and create results. You see, a lot of people seem to think that it's hard to succeed in network marketing. It's hard to succeed over the internet, but you're not really realizing the limitless potential that's literally in front of you. And I want to share with you just what I've been able to do, my secrets, my techniques, my strategies, why what I do works, and how it can work for you. So pay very close attention, get a notepad, a piece of paper, a pen, whatever you need. Open up the notepad on your computer. Do what you got to do to take down some information, because I'm going to be sharing with you some very powerful concepts. And I can tell you right now that for those of you that are watching this live, you will not be able to get access to this again, right? Why is that? Well, because I want you to know and understand that I appreciate you attending live. This is going to be something I'm going to be putting in my vault for my team members. I'm going to be sharing with them, because this is going to be a super powerful technique that I'm going to be sharing with them. It's going to allow them to go out and sponsor reps at will. But I want you to sit there and imagine that for a second. No matter where you're currently at in your business, right? Think about this. What if you had the ability to log into your Facebook account and sponsor 1 to 2 people in an hour or two, right? What if you had the ability to shoot a YouTube video, right, and have the ability to go out and create results, right? To literally have someone watch your YouTube video, click a link, and join your business all without having to talk to them. How is that possible, right? And even if you have the ability and the want to communicate with people actively before they get started in your business, how do you influence them to make a decision that's super powerful for them in their life, that will allow them to transform their circumstances and align themselves with you and join your business, join your team, join you, and then go out and manifest the results that they want for themselves? It's very simple, okay? But I want to share with you a quick story. You see, when I first got started in network marketing, I was working a dead-end job. I was going to school full-time, and I was just super frustrated because I had met this vice president at my job who was making a 6-figure income, and I just asked him, I said, dude, what did you do to get to where you wanted to get to where you are, to where you wanted to be? And he just said, well, I went to school, I did this, I got a degree, and, so then he asked me how long I've been working there, and he just told me, yeah, go to school, get a degree, and then you just work your way up the, totem pole, right? And something about that whole situation just didn't ring right with me. And I can tell you this, a month after I had that conversation with the guy, he got laid off. 6-figure income, poof, gone, right? But what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight is going to teach you how to create income on demand, so you don't ever have to worry about your income disappearing overnight, right? So when I first got started, back to my story, right? When I first got started, how I discovered network marketing was kind of funny, because I was up late at night, doing absolutely nothing, watching TV, and I saw an infomercial, right? Now, I don't know too many people who've gotten started via network marketing via infomercial, because, I had people approach me about network marketing before, ignored them, never talked to me about it. But there was something about this video that just captured my attention. And I just kept seeing people, after person after person after person after person, from all walks of life, old, young, white, black, Chinese, Spanish, didn't matter the nationality, they all were succeeding. They all were succeeding in this opportunity. And I was just like, well, I gotta know more. So, I did what the infomercial had told me to do, right? I went to the website, I entered in my information because I wanted information right away. I got my DVD in the mail, and I was so giddy, so excited. I put it in the DVD player, and I watched it, and I was captivated. I was in a trance. Why was I in a trance? Because I had a sensational and insatiable desire to get results, to live a life of freedom, and I saw other people doing it, and I wanted to know how they did it, and I wanted to do whatever it took. I was willing to do whatever it took as a 19-year-old kid when I first got started in network marketing. I was willing to do whatever it took. And once that DVD told me to take action, I did. I did, right? Now, I also had my sponsors who weren't my sponsors at the time reach out to me, connect with me, build rapport with me. But the thing was, I was so non-resistant, it wasn't even funny. Like they said, join the business. This is how much it costs at the top level. I went to the top level. Why? Because that's where my mindset was. You see, a lot of people when they get into business, they have this mindset of scarcity, of lack. Oh, I don't want to spend money on a business, right? But yet you'll sit there and spend $3,000 on a television, right? $20,000 on a car, right? That instantly gets devalued the moment that you go off the lot, right? But this is the type of process and mindset that people have when they get started in a business, right? And how do you snap out of that? Well, you see, you got to have the mindset that I had when I first got started in this game. Even though I was 19, you could say, well, oh, you didn't deal with life circumstances. Hey, listen, I dealt with a lot as a kid, so I was pretty aware of myself and my situation. And like I said, I had talked to a VP at the job that I was currently working at, so I think I was pretty aware of what was going on, right? I saw everything in alignment about what was going on, and then this opportunity just flashed in front of my eyes. Now, of course, that was the law of attraction working in play, and that's why I had manifested the opportunity and the connection that I had in network marketing that eventually got me to get started, right? But that's why this is super powerful. I'm going to be talking more about the law of attraction later on in this training, so you want to pay attention, you want to take copious notes, and you want to have your eyes glued on the screen right now. So if you're on Facebook, if you're on, your email, if you have your phone right next to you, throw it to the side, okay? Because think about it this way. You are having the ability to listen to me, share with you what I've done that's allowed me to go out and create 4-figure paydays in my business, that's allowed me to sponsor over 70 plus reps working part-time on a business, right? Because I have other income streams. I have affiliate programs, I have coaching, I have my mentorship program, I have all these different things that I offer, right? And you're literally getting these golden nuggets, right, that my $350 per hour coaching clients pay me, right? Pay me to get this information. You're getting it for free right now. So I want you to value that, right? That's one thing that I want to teach you right now. Value information when you're getting it from someone who's in a position that you want to be in. Because when I started doing that, when I realized that I had to humble myself up, right, and just listen to what someone who was willing to help me had to say to me, that is when the entire game changed for me, right? So I got started in this business. I didn't know what I was doing, right? I had no idea what I was doing. I just knew what I wanted. I knew that I wanted to go out and create results. I knew that I didn't want to have a boss. I knew that I didn't want to struggle. I knew that, seeing my family have hardships growing up, not having cable, not having food, right, not having electricity at times, right, I just didn't want to see that happen to my kids, right? And I didn't have any kids at the time, but I had a dream, I had a vision for my life before I ever had children, right? And because of that vision, it sparked me to make a decision. It sparked me to pull out my credit card and buy and join this program, spending $3,300, right, at 19 years old. And I was just in awe of the fact that there was an opportunity, right? I spent $3,300 to get into this business at 19 years old, right? Didn't really ask all those, idiotic questions, right? Those fearful questions. Is this a scam? Is this real? Can I really make money? Of course you can make money, right? I just pulled out my credit card and spent $3,300, right? Don't you think there's a whole bunch of other people that do the same thing? Yeah, that's what was going on in my mind. I was seeing the opportunity as I was going through the process, which a lot of people don't do. Right? You got to be really observant. You got to know and understand that if someone's telling you to buy something, that means that there's something to sell, which means you have the ability to make money, which shows you right there that there's an opportunity in front of you, right? And a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people don't get that about sales. A lot of people don't get that about business, right? And they bring in a job mentality. They bring in all their fear from the past and past experiences that they've gone through that causes them to sit and stand still, right? That causes you to not really step into your power and transform your life and tap into your limitless potential on a instantaneous basis. You see, I did a couple things before I started this training. Now, I didn't memorize anything I was going to be sharing with you. You know, every single thing I'm sharing with you is on the fly. And a lot of people don't understand how that works. They don't understand how to really step into their power and transform themselves and just be able to freely express themselves and create influence at the same time. And it's one of the easiest things to do once you know and understand how to do it. You see, what I had before I started this live training that you're watching, maybe watching on a recording as a bonus, right? But what you're watching right now is you're watching a desire, right? Because I set an intention before I started this training, and my intention was to help you go out and get results, was to help you go out and make your life easier, to help you transform your life, to teach you how to tap into your limitless potential, to teach you how to go out and start sponsoring, 1 to 2 new reps in your network marketing business per day, to teach you how to go out and get 1 to 2 new signups in your affiliate marketing business per day. I want to share with you those things because when you start tapping into the way that I think, right, and the things that I do on a daily basis in your business, and you start doing it daily, what happens is you create results. Right? And that's ultimately what you're looking for. You're looking for results. You're looking for the secret. You're looking for the way. You're looking for the magic sauce that causes people to get results while you're sitting here struggling and you don't know why. Well, I was that person too, right? And why is that? Well, you see, when I first got started, I did everything my upline had told me to do. He said, James, talk to your friends and family. I said, okay, I'll just do it, right? They said, James, print out flyers, right? I said, okay, I'll do it. Right? They said, James, go pass out samples to your coworkers, right? I said, okay, I'll do it. Now, here's the funny thing about it. I did create sales. I was creating some cash flow in my business, right? I was getting some money, right? But I was signing up for me into my team, right? Not that they weren't open to making money online. It's not that they weren't open to a business opportunity. It's not that they weren't open to, what it is I was actually doing. What it was that they had an intense fear of rejection, like most people do, right? And they didn't want to do what I was doing. I didn't even want to do what I was doing at the time. Going sitting there talking to my coworkers at the same job, knowing they're miserable, knowing that if they could do something else and make the same amount of money, they would. But they're just stuck in their head and they're scared and they're fearful and they don't know what to do. They have this job mindset that if they do anything else, that they'll fail, right? That is what they're thinking. And I was like, I don't care. I'm just going to talk to them anyway, right? And so I did, and no one joined the business, right? Of course not. And I was frustrated and angry because I was like, oh, my family members aren't joining, my friends aren't joining, my coworkers are not joining, and they complain about their damn jobs all freaking day, right? So I was sitting there like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I went to my upline and I said, look, just tell me what I need to do to get to that next level. Right? And you may be there right now, or you may have been there talking to your upline in whatever company you're in right now, marketing and promoting your business, looking to rank up or looking to hit that next level, looking to speak on stage at the next event because you absolutely just crushed it over the course of the past 90 days. And you have that desire. You see yourself hitting that goal, but you just don't know how it's going to happen yet. And that's where I was at. I was at that point where I was like, I'm willing to do whatever it takes, right? Just guide me, show me the way, right? And my upline told me to buy leads. Now, mind you, I had spent $3,300 to get into this deal. I was spending $200 a month, right? This is about 60 days later, right? Because I'm at my turning point, right? Because the average networker stays in a business for about 63 days. Right? And if they don't get any results, if they're not showing any progress within themselves and in their business, they typically drop out, right? And at that 60-day period, I was frustrated and I was just like, I need a change, right? And so they said, James, we have this lead program. You can buy leads. This month they're doing a special, $12 per lead. I said, I'm in. How much does it cost, right? So I bought 75 leads. I spent $1,200, and at the time I was just like, damn, that's $1,200, right? That's a week's income and then some. Actually, that's 2 weeks' income at the time, right? And then some, right? Because I was working a crappy customer service job for an insurance company, dealing with people yelling at me every single day because they have $100,000 health insurance claims that won't get approved because the company doesn't want to pay, and the doctor won't bill it right, and then it's arguing internally because the company doesn't want to give the money and the doctor wants the money, so they go after the person and hit them and basically ruin their credit. And then me as a customer service rep who's making a measly $2,000, $2,500 a month is getting yelled at about this whole entire process, right? I'm the one who has to deal with the company's shit because they pay me this little ass salary. And that was what my life was at that point. And I was seeking a change. I was seeking a transformation. And I was like, I just got to go out and get the results, and I got to do whatever it takes, no matter what, right? And I bought those leads. I spent that $1,200 right away. And what happened totally deflated me, but I'm glad it happened because it totally changed the way that I started looking at network marketing. I started looking at my business. It was super powerful. I'm going to share that with you right now. You see, I bought these leads, and I was reading from this script that was like 3 or 4 or 5 pages long. I felt like I was still at my job when I was off my job, but not my business, right? Because I was in customer service. So I was used to reading scripts and used to talking to people, and I had a great phone voice, right? And I was used to being able to control a conversation, right? Because I'm dealing with angry people, and I got to get them to calm down and show empathy and all this other stuff, right? So I had those skill sets. So I'm calling all these people, right? And I'm getting hung up on, right? Some of these people are claiming they're interested, but they're not really serious, right? And I'm like, oh, I'm spending all this money. The thing that drove me nuts about spending $1,200 on 75 leads is that I couldn't get in touch with half of these people. Actually, more than that. I probably got in touch with about 20 people I actually spoke with. And I happened to sponsor 3 people from that. So I was pretty excited. But I was also deflated because I was like, spend all this money, and I wasn't able to talk to these people. So I was dealing with unresponsive leads, unqualified leads. I was pretty deflated. And I sat there and had this conversation with my upline about this, and I was just like, listen, I spent $1,200 on leads. Yeah, I got a $450 check in the mail, which is awesome. It was great, but I'm looking at my business from a business perspective. This doesn't make sense, right? I was like, I wasn't even able to talk to half of these people. I felt like if I would have been able to talk to at least half of those people, I would have been in profit, right? Because that's where you want to be in your business. You want to be in profit. You want to be in profit fast, right? And I sat there and I had this conversation with my upline, and this is over the phone, and he was just like, James, right? He's like, James, you just got to keep going. You just got to keep doing it, right? And you keep doing this for the next 4 years, you're gonna make it. You're gonna have a 6-figure income. And I said, that doesn't make any fucking sense, right? And in my mind, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Because I was like, so you're telling me to lose $800 per month just on advertising, and somehow, some way, it's gonna magically transform into a 6-figure income. See, there was no clarity in that statement. And I had seen the results of investing in whatever type of lead generation that this particular platform was using, and I said, hell no, that's it. I'm gonna figure this shit out on my own, right? That was my mentality, right? Because I had the desire to go out and get the results I wanted in my business, right? I was in such a dark, angry place when it came to building my business that I was seeking a change. I was seeking a solution. And I just wanted to break through. I wanted to know how I could find the right people to talk to on a daily basis in my business so I could go out and start sponsoring people consistently, right? And you're more than likely at that place if you're watching this video right now, right? If you're watching this live training. And what happened sparked everything that changed my business and changed my life. And one day, I was sitting there at my job, completely frustrated, angry. And I just remember for half a second, I checked my email address. Now, I checked my email, right? And on the top right-hand corner, I saw an ad that spoke directly to me. And that said, tired of talking to friends and family? In my mind, I was like, hell yeah, right? I'm sick of this shit. Like, this is pure hell. I don't want to deal with it anymore. And it was like, learn how to sponsor 10 to 20 reps per month without picking up the phone. I was like, oh shit, I don't even have to call people? What? I clicked on that link so fast. I didn't even watch the whole entire freaking video. I bought the thing right away. And it was this book. It was this book. And this book changed my life because it showed me that there was a different way of doing business. There was a different way of attracting people, that I could actually go out and generate my own leads in my own business. And once I had that mindset that I could do it myself and that I didn't have to go pay someone to generate the leads for me, and that I wouldn't know where they're coming from, I wouldn't know if they were qualified, when I understood and realized that I could attract people to me and that it didn't matter what I was doing, but I was attracting people to me, that is when the game changed. That is when I had control and I had power in my life and in my business. And within those first 90 days of me getting started in network marketing, I had invested damn near $10,000 in my personal marketing education, right? Imagine that, being 19 years old and investing close to $10,000, right, in your personal marketing education, right? Why was that? Well, because I was hungry. I was motivated. I was willing to do whatever it took, right? I was willing to, flip over any rock that I could find that was in my path, in my direction, right? And you may be going through life right now, and you may have roadblocks that seem to be popping up, but those are roadblocks that you're kind of manifesting yourself, and it's up to you to just break free, just like that. Make the decision first, and then the actions will follow, right? Just like how when I log into my Facebook account, I will literally sit there and say to myself, within the next 60 minutes, I'm sponsoring someone right now. I'm going to connect with someone who needs and wants what it is that I have to offer them. And I'm going to connect with them, and I'm going to discover what it is that they're seeking in their life and in their business. And then I'm going to offer my solution. They're going to pull out their credit card, and they're going to buy right now. Right? I'm a little bit amped up, as you can see. Right? And I would literally get into that state of mind, because you see, whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it will achieve. And that's what I want you to know and understand. So if you're sitting here watching this and you're like, well, James, I don't know if I could go out and start sponsoring people. Well, you're right. But if you start saying, yes, James, I could go out and start sponsoring people, you're absolutely right. And that's what I want you to know and understand, because your mindset is key. Your mindset is key. And the biggest mindset tip that I can give you is invest in yourself. Invest in yourself, invest in yourself, invest in yourself. The people in this industry that I personally know, right, my mentors, they invest in themselves all the time. Reading, events, right, personal development, personal coaching, products, right, on how to get better, how to get to the next level, constantly feeding their mind with information, new information to take themselves to the next level. But not just feeding their mind with the information, but taking action, you see, because the reason why I can sit here and talk to you, right, and just share this stuff about what's going on and how I've changed my life and how I've changed my business, right, is because I've invested in myself. So that's my key tip for you, is that you got to be willing to invest in yourself. You got to be willing to invest in yourself at all times. At all times. No restrictions on it. Don't sit there and start putting up limits. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Because what happens is you start trying to rationalize why you can't invest in yourself. Because this is big. This is big. Like, when it comes to mindset, what I realize is that when I'm connecting with people, the biggest thing that they have is they have a fucked up way of thinking that, I'm just gonna put it out there, right? The $3,000 TV is more than worthy of spending $3,000 on it, right? But the business opportunity, they can't fathom in their mind that, oh, I'm spending $3,000, but I can churn out $3,000, I can churn out $6,000, I can churn out $9,000, etc., etc. You understand what I'm saying? And that is the mindset that you got to start having, that by investing in you, by investing in yourself, by investing in your education, by literally buying a network, you have the ability to take your business to the next level. And that's what a lot of people don't get. I knew and understood from the very beginning. Show those greenbacks. Why? Because you're showing people that you are serious, that you are hungry, that you are motivated, that you want the information. What happens is when you invest in yourself and you invest into other people, by purchasing products and services. They want to give to you. They want to give you more value. They want to teach you what they know. They want to share with you as much as they possibly can with the limited amount of time that they have to share with you on a daily basis, right? And this is what you got to know and understand. One of my greatest mentors, very successful in personal development, network marketing industry. It was so funny. I was at an event with him, and it was during lunch break, right? And everyone else is eating lunch. We're sitting here talking business, right? We're sitting here masterminding and sharing things and just talking about what's going on in our lives and stuff. And the funniest thing was, he was just like, James, you want to know the secret? It's buying stuff, right? Investing and buying time, stuff like that. And I understood that at a very young age, because I was like, you can sit there and talk a good game, but are you really about it, right? You can't tell someone to do something that you haven't done yet. And even if you try to, it becomes evident. It becomes clear that you haven't done it yet, right? It gets transferred on a subconscious level. The reason why I have so much posture, the reason why I'm sitting here telling you to do the things that I've done already, is simply because I've done it, right? So if you want to know how to have conviction and belief, do what it is that you're telling people to do and have fun doing it. Like if you sit here, if you've been watching this, right, and you're sitting here, you're like, how is he so wired? How is he so excited? Well, I'm having fun because I'm sharing value. I know what I'm giving you is going to be super powerful for you to transform yourself and your business, and you just got to make a decision to take massive action in your life and your business, because that's what I did before I got in this hangout. I literally put myself in a peak state, right? I was sitting there watching some personal development. I was reading earlier today, reading Think and Grow Rich, and I was just, I was intense. I was intensely into that book and reading the words and taking in everything. Not sitting here focusing on that. Then when I was watching a personal development video, I was intensely focused on what it is that I was learning. Why? Because I knew I was going to be implementing that instantly, right? And how is it that I have clarity, right, and conviction and belief all at the same time? Well, it's because I've trained my mind to think a certain way, and I dive into personal development every single day, and that's what's creating the shift. That's what creates the shift. That is what creates new paradigm shifts every single day, my friend, is personal development, right? And if you're not doing personal development every single day, you have no shot. I don't care how talented you are, because you may come in and crush it in the business, and then eventually it'll fall apart if you're not doing personal development. Network marketing is a personal development industry. You make as much as you develop yourself. That's what I love about it. The more you develop yourself, the more you get paid. Let me repeat that. The more that you develop yourself, the more you get paid, right? And I don't know about you, but I always want to get paid more. I always want to get paid more. I have no problem with people paying me lots of money, okay? Let me repeat that. I have no problem with people paying me lots of money. Here's what I want you to do. I don't care where you're at right now. I don't care if you're on a bus, right, and you're watching this because you made a decision to take massive action, and you're on the bus, right, and you're sitting there like, I'm diving into this stuff. This is what I want you to sit here and stand. You could be at your home. You could be around your family. Who cares? Everything else is an illusion. Your reality is your reality. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to stand up, and at the top of your lungs. I don't care if you wake up the neighbors, right? Wake up the neighbors and have them get so amped up that they call the cops, right? I want you to stand up and just sit there and say, I have no problem with people paying me as much as I want, right? And I just want you to just feel that feeling and step into your power and be alive and step into that moment and really intensify it and tap into it at any point in time, right? Because, for example, what I did before I got in this hangout is I did something I've never done before, right? I was doing jumping jacks, right? And then I was jumping on the ground and doing push-ups, just push-ups, right? And I'm sitting there looking at the clock and I'm doing all this stuff. In less than 60 seconds, I've done 20, 30 push-ups. I'm doing jumping jacks. I'm not even counting. I'm just And I'm sitting there, I'm putting myself in a peak state of mind, right? Because I'm like, I just want to share with people. I want to give value. I want to share with you as much as I possibly can in this short period of time that I have with you right now, so that you can go out and get the results that you want. And that's what it takes. It takes that clarity. It takes that vision, right? It takes having a intention, having a powerful intention of giving as much as you possibly can to someone, you know, before you ever ask for something. Before you ever ask for something. See, a lot of people, what they do is they just want to take. You'll talk to someone about your business, but you won't really connect with people, right? You won't connect with them, learn more about them, learn more about whether or not it's right for them, whether or not, you know, they're in a position to get started, whether or not they should get started, whether or not you actually want to work with them, right? Instead of looking at people's objects, look at people's people, because you're a person. You have feelings, you have emotions, right? You have desires, you have strong whys. You don't understand, but guess what? So do other people, right? You see, I speak to people's pains. I speak to people's emotions. I speak to people's intensifying whys. Why? Because I've been in that position. I've been in a position where I'm struggling, I just don't know what to do. And then I find a solution, and then boom, I go out and get the result. You don't think I don't have issues in my business or my life? Of course I do. I'm a human being, right? No one's perfect. We were perfect when we were born, and then we were born into this world with a whole bunch of bullshit around us, right? And then you get conditioned to think a certain way, and then you have to recondition your mind and create paradigm shift after paradigm shift after paradigm shift after paradigm shift to go out and get the results that you want in your life and in your business. And I want you to start taking copious notes on what it is that I'm sharing with you, because this is going to be super powerful for you to go out and start sponsoring reps like crazy, right? You want to go out and start sponsoring reps like crazy? I'm going to give you the secret. Number one, it starts in the mind. It starts with you visualizing actually going out and doing it. You see, I visualized that this video that I'm going to be literally sharing with a select group of people is going to start creating results for those people, because they're going to go out and they're going to start sponsoring like crazy, because they're going to say to themselves before they ever do anything, whether it's an email, whether it's a video, whether it's a message on Facebook, whether it's a Facebook post, they're literally going to speak into existence the fact that they're going to go out and sponsor 1 to 2 people doing whatever it is that they're going to do. They're going to visualize that, and they're going to sit there and take actions operating from their subconscious mind that will allow them to create and spark the creativity that will create the results that they seek. Because I know and understand that what I'm sharing with you is super powerful. That's why I'm doing it live, and that's why I'm not going to give access to people unless they've made a decision to buy. Yes, I actually said it. If you want to get access to this training, right, the recording, you got to make a decision to buy. You got to make a decision to take massive action and join our team, Just Get Money team, because you are literally going to get this recording, not just this recording, but I'm also going to be hosting another live training called Remote Control Conversions, right? Point and click conversions, remote control conversions. That's essentially the title of it right now, because I'm going to be mapping out scientifically and specifically things that you can do to start going out and sponsoring reps on autopilot. Now, I do a combination of both. I do networking, personal networking on Facebook, right? And I also do things like video marketing, some paid marketing strategies that I'm not going to reveal right now, but some paid marketing strategies, YouTube video marketing, blogging, guys. You want to know how to automate your income, how to create results, how to get commissions popping in your email inbox at 3 o'clock in the morning, and people from halfway across the world emailing you about their bonuses that they're going to get, right? While you're sleeping, blog, right? Share your value, express yourself, talk about things that you learned. You literally can take the notes that you've taken from downloading this information that I'm giving to you right now, right? And you can do a whole entire training on this, right? You can do a live training like we're doing right now in a Google Hangout. You can shoot YouTube videos based on certain keywords where you share this stuff, because it will help people transform, break through, and then they're going to love you for it. They're going to like and share your stuff all over Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, et cetera, which is only going to give you free exposure, right? I know that I'm only a Facebook post away from getting free exposure, right? Whenever I post some content from my blog, people like it, people share it, and I'm getting edification from other people saying, hey, this is awesome, he's awesome, this is why I'm sharing it, you need to go see it too. That's free exposure to their whole entire database. You don't think I love that stuff? And it's like, well, how does it happen? Number one, I'm being vulnerable. I have no problem with you judging me right now. You can sit here and say whatever you want to say about me. I really could care less. I really could not give a damn. And that's honest, right? And I tell people, when you step into your power, when you stop giving a damn about what other people think of you. Now, it's one thing, you want to care about your perception, but at the end of the day, you always shape your perception to people, right? Other people can sit there and they can try and, think what they want to think, right? And that's up to them. But you can always shape the perception that you give people. It's all about what you say, how you transfer your belief, right? Your tonality, your posture, all these different things which you've probably heard before, right? But you haven't really put it all together. And you're sitting there trying to figure out how to do it. Well, here's the thing. You're too busy being in your head instead of being present right now in the present moment where you can sit there and create a connection. Because you don't create a connection in your head. Right? You can't do it. How you create a connection is you create a connection by being live and in front of that person, right? Whether it's, connecting with them on Facebook, or if you're shooting a video, imagine being in front of that person. You want to know why I'm so engaged with you right now? It's simply because I'm imagining that you are in front of me right now, right? That I have your attention attentively right now, and that you're paying attention to me, that you're listening to my words, that you're feeling my belief and my conviction in you, and I'm transferring that over to you. Now, even though I'm not physically in front of you, you can feel my energy if you're in tune. If you're not in tune, of course, you're not going to be in tune, and then you're not going to go out and get the results that you want. But if you have an insatiable desire to go out and get results, right, to sponsor 70 plus people in your business, right, you're going to pay attention to every single word that I share with you. And you're going to do what I tell you to do. Why? Because what I learned is that by doing what people who are more successful than you do, you get results, right? And then what's even better is when you do it and you go ask them a question, they're more than willing to answer them, right? Because here's what I learned. Whenever I would go to people who are more successful than me and ask them questions, if I ask them a question, right, and then I asked them another question and another question and another question, and they told me what to do, and then I came back to them, I didn't do it, they totally ignored me. And I used to get offended because, I had a big ego. And I sat there and I realized something. And I want you to ponder this for a second while I, take a quick drink of water. When I saw that, I said, when I don't do what they tell me to do, they don't pay attention to me, right? And when I do what they tell me to do, I go out and get results. I go out and make money. I go out and sponsor people in my business. I sponsor people in my business without even having to talk to them, right? Or they see a YouTube video, they opt into my list, right? And they're sitting there and they're like, well, how do I get results? And then they're reading my emails, right? Then they go check me back out on YouTube again. Then they find me on Facebook and they stalk me, ask me all these questions. And you know what I say to them? I say, pull out your credit card and buy. You want to know the easiest way to go out and close a person, the easiest way to go out and create a sale? Tell them to buy. Now, you don't want to do that without building rapport, without establishing some sort of relationship, right? Because if you do that, if you just tell people to buy shit and they don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you at all, and you haven't done anything, either automated or live, in person, or via social media and stuff like that, if you haven't connected with them in some way, shape, or form, you're not going to get a sale. Because here's the reality situation. The average person needs about 6 to 7 exposures. 6 to 7 exposures before they make a decision to buy, right? And you got to know that. And the funny thing is, I've shot videos on this stuff, shared this information with people on how I sell them, right? And you know what they do? They come reach out to me and they buy. How is that? You literally tell people what you're doing, right? And I'm so excited because, I just knocked out my headphones, right? You tell people how you're selling them and they still buy from you. Well, why is that? Because you gave them so much value, right? For free, right? Using the law of reciprocity always works in your favor, right? It always works in your favor. The law of reciprocity, giving, without expecting anything in return. People buy from you all the time, right? Like I was just talking to one of my mastermind partners about different things in our businesses and stuff, and we were talking about game plans, what we're doing with our teams and stuff like that. And It all came back to taking massive action, right? But here's the thing: a lot of people don't understand what taking massive action is. Taking massive action is, those sleepless nights, right, where you have something on your mind, you have a desire that's so powerful that you're gonna get it done no matter what. And instead of making an excuse, oh, I need sleep because I gotta go to work tomorrow, or I gotta make sure I have enough energy for the kids. Listen, I have kids. I have 3 boys. They're all 5 and under. Okay, I have literally had times where I've stayed up for 24 hours, right? Or basically I've stayed up for 36, 40, 44 hours and then get like 2 hours of sleep. Wake back up. I'm alive. I'm alert. I'm in the zone. Why? Because I know how to put myself in a peak state. Because I know how to tap into my desires. I know how to tap into my unconscious resources to be able to share with you and deliver messages with you that will cause you to transform your life. To transform your life. That is my entire intention on this training. Whether you're watching this live or whether you're getting this as a bonus because you've made a decision to plug in and take massive action by pulling out your credit card and buy and joining the Just Get Money team, right? You're getting this. You're getting this value. You're getting this transformation in your life right now because I want to share it with you. I want to teach you how to tap into your limitless potential. And I want to just share with you that having that conviction and having that belief and setting a powerful intention before you do something is one of the most powerful game-changing things that you can do in your life and in your business. And when I discovered that, it totally changed my life. It totally changed my business. And I was sitting there saying to myself, well, how is this possible? How did this get started? Right? How was I able to do these things in my business? And it all came back from me setting the intention. Because here's the reality situation. Everything that I'm saying to you right now is going to be stored in your subconscious mind. You're not going to be able to bring it up consciously, right? But when you start doing some techniques, some ninja strategies, right, that causes you to tap into your unconscious resources, you will literally go from broke, struggling, not sponsoring people in your business, not being able to find the right prospects, to them finding you, right? Imagine that. People finding you. People saying, hey, hi, yes, I want to buy from you. I want to be your customer. I want to join your team. How do I do it? What do I need to do? Where do I put in my credit card? What do I need to buy? I just need help, right? Tell me what to do, right? Because at the end of the day, people are looking for leadership. People are looking to be told what to do. But if you can't lead them, right, they're not going to buy from you. They're not going to listen to you. They're not going to pull out their credit card and take action when you tell them to do so, right? You got to learn how to demonstrate higher levels of value. Lower levels of value are, can you just please join my business? Would you help me out? Can you really help me out by, just joining my business? I'll pay you back what you paid to get in. I'll give you my commission, right? That's saying I suck. Is basically what you're saying. But if you sit there and say to yourself, I'm a leader, I'm a massive action taker, and I'm going to go out and get results. I'm going to kick ass today. I'm going to literally transform this person so that they're not having this scarcity mindset, and that they start to open up their minds, start to open up their hearts, and start to open up their eyes to opportunity and vision. And they decide to take action with me and join my team, and I help them go out and show others how to do the same thing. That is when the change happens. That is when you start manifesting the results that you want for yourself. That is when you could go market on Facebook, you can market on YouTube, you can do paid marketing, you can do email marketing. It really won't matter what you do because of where you're coming from. In your mind, you're going to be able to go out and create the results that you want. And the how-to will literally come to you through people and circumstances and resources just like this one came to you right now. Because you're watching this training right now because you desire to go out and get a result. You desire to go out and change your life. You desire to go out and start sponsoring people at will, either when you're actively working your business or when you're not actively working your business. I prefer both, right? I like to get paid while I'm working and while I'm not working. It's fun, right? It's fun. It's awesome. That's why I could sit here and share this value with you and just go without sitting there thinking in my mind, scratching my head, oh, what am I going to say to them that's going to cause them to buy? I don't do that shit. I just tell you, listen, if you want to know how I went out and sponsored 70 plus people in my business, working this business part-time while I work my other businesses, my other income streams, et cetera, listen, You want to know the easiest way to do it? Pull out your credit card and buy. Purchase your viral blogging system. Get started right away so you can start going through your fast start training, and then I can coach you and I can mold you. I can help you mold yourself into the person that you truly want to be, because that person is literally right inside of you, wanting to get out, wanting to burst out, and you simply don't know how to do it yet. And that's why I'm here, because I'm here to transform you. I'm here to help you shatter those fear beliefs that you have in your mind about not being able to do the things that you're absolutely capable of, because you're more powerful than you could ever imagine, right? And you gotta know that, and you gotta understand that. And the only way that you're gonna know that is by pushing forward and moving forward and making decisions that are gonna change your life forever. And I can tell you right now, if you keep doing the same thing that you've been doing, you're going to keep getting the same shitty results that you've been getting. And that's just the reality of it, because I went through it too. I went through the whole entire process where I had a huge ego, where I thought I knew everything, and where I wasn't getting any results. I sat there, and I remember I was having a conversation with someone a couple days ago. Hadn't talked to him in months, right? He was so cracked up about, his business and where he was going and everything like that. And so I reached out to him and just say, hey, how's everything going? And he was just like, this, right? He was like, I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome, right? I'm like, okay, so what's great? What's awesome? Like, what are you doing? And he was just like, oh, well, I'm connecting with people on Facebook, and, it's all about the right people. I'm only at this certain level right now because I'm very selective in who I work with, which is total bullshit. Total bullshit. Until you reach a certain level, you're not selective, right? You want to qualify, but don't be selective, okay, guys? Because you never know what someone's going to do until they do it. Know that and understand that. I can tell you from sponsoring people, right? You never know what someone's going to do until they do it. Point blank. You can't prejudge, right? You can have assumptions as far as whether they're going to do something that you tell them to do based on their speech, their vocabulary, their language, right? I know when someone's going to take action, and I know when someone's not going to take action. And I'll literally tell them, look, I already know you're not going to buy. I was like, so listen, here's what you do. Go here, right? This is free, okay? And when you make that conscious decision to make a change, reach out to me. But until then, go over there, right? Just stay over there, right? Just like the homeless person saying, hey, pay me money. Hey, give me money. I'm homeless. I'm homeless. Well, you're homeless because you're sitting there with a freaking sign, right? Instead of going out and changing your life, right? And you may be that homeless person in your business saying, hey, I need help, right? Help me, help me, help me, right? But you're not willing to invest into yourself. And that's the person who gets nowhere. That's the person who gets nowhere. That's the person who's stuck. Right? And you don't want to be stuck. You want to break through. You want to shatter all those self-limiting beliefs, and you want to step into your power and be able to just tap into your limitless potential on demand, right? And have that force, that power that just instantly attracts people to you, right? Having that ability to get on a live hangout or step into a room and everybody looks at you without you having to say a freaking word. How does that happen? Starts up here. Starts up here. But back to the guy I was talking about really quick, because this is really going to show you mindset, belief, ego, right? All this stuff, right? Because he told me that he was in a position in his business basically where he had sponsored 2 people. Now, mind you, I probably haven't talked to him in at least 90 days. I was like, oh, congratulations, because he sponsored 2 people. The average networker sponsors about 1.5 people in their entire time in their business, right? So he's better than average, right? So I'm like, congratulations. And then I give him a suggestion. And I asked him a question about, what his process is so that I can help him. And this is what he said to me. He said, why are you, why are all these people talking to me? Why are you trying to sell me something, if I'm already that good? I said, put the brakes on, buddy. Put the brakes on, buddy, okay? Because the conversation wasn't even going there, right? But he brought it there because he wanted to have conflict. And I was like, look, dude, your current position in your business right now you sponsor 2 people, okay? I was like, your bank account is broke when it comes to your business because of your ego. I was like, because dude, I didn't offer you anything. I was just asking questions about what your process is, right, and how you're doing it to see where I could help you, right, where I could help you. And I was like, look, you need help. You need to learn how to go out and find people. You need to learn how to go out and find more people per day, because he was only talking to about 10 people. And considering the strategy that he was using, he doesn't have the ability yet to only talk to 10 people and go out and start sponsoring 1 to 2 people per day, right? And that's where you gotta ask yourself where you're really at in your business, right? Because I remember when I had a huge ego, I used to always think I was somewhere where I really wasn't. And then I came back down to earth, and I was like, all right, James, well, evaluate your business. Where are you at? Okay, this is where I'm at. This is what I need to do. This is who I need to talk to. This is what I need to buy. This is how I need to invest in myself. This is the event that I need to get to. These are the type of things that was going through my mind when I was starting to be success-oriented, right? When I started to become success-oriented, the thought process that went in my mind was, how can I get better? What can I do to get better? Who do I need to talk to? What do I need to get my eyes in front of, my eyes, my ears, and my mind in front of in order to change my circumstances? When I started doing that, that is when my business changed. That's why I can put out a blog post at 3 o'clock in the morning, get people to go click on the link, watch it, watch my video or read my blog post and buy, right? And I sit there in amazement, like, oh shit, people are really up. Buyers are up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh snap, right? And I used to sit there and have all these negative thought processes in my mind saying, oh, you know, I can't put out a blog post at 9:30 at night. People are going to bed. They're watching their bullshit TV, right? I used to say all this stuff, all this negative self-talk. And I sat there and changed the dialogue, right? Because your words never return void, right? So I was like, you know what? There are buyers up right now who I'm connected with on Facebook, and I'm going to connect with those people right now because they are looking for something to buy. They're looking for something to invest in themselves in so that they can go out and grow their business faster and easier, and I have the solution. Bam! And a couple hours later, commission pops. I'm like, oh, isn't that interesting, right? And you can probably watching this and say, oh, it can't be that easy, right? It is that easy. It is that easy. It is that simple. Once you discover what the real secret is to success, which is you, right? Because I can teach you to know how, I can teach you the technical stuff, but if you don't get this right first, you're not going to create results. Because it's easy to communicate with people once you understand how to communicate with yourself, my friend. And that's why you got to make a powerful decision and take massive action in your life and in your business, my friend. Now, you may be watching this video. You might have found me on Facebook. You might be on my email list, whatever it is, right? You want to be able to get access to the point-and-click conversions, remote control conversions, training that I will be doing for my team. Listen, my friend, here's what you do right now. You go below this video. There's a Buy Now button below this video. You click that link, right? You take out your credit card, debit card, and you put it on the right-hand side of your screen, right? You click that Buy Now link. It's going to bring you to the join page. You're going to set your username and your password, and then you are literally going to enter in your credit card information, and you are going to buy right now, right? If you're serious, if you're hungry, if you're motivated, if you're inspired, and you want to go out and start getting results, right? You want to get more information, you want to get more value, you want to get more knowledge, make a decision to take massive action and join the Just Get Money team right now, my friends, so we can lock arms, we can join forces, and I can start promoting and selling for you so that you can go out and get the results that you see. Now, some of you that are watching this, you may already be a part of Empower Network, right? And I understand that and I get that. For you to get access to live training, message me and I'll break down the details about how you can do that. But for those of you that are on my list, you're on Facebook, and you're sitting here racking your mind, how has he been able to sponsor 70+ people only working this business part-time? It's because of the way I think, and it's because of my processes, and I simply don't have enough time to share with you, only in this condensed amount of time, this hour of training. But I want to share that with you. I want to spend more time with you. I want to give you access to some of my resources that you can start tapping into on a daily basis, whether I'm up, whether I'm sleeping, whether I'm on vacation, whether I'm hanging out with my kids, so that you can create the type of lifestyle that you want for yourself. Because I have learned how to duplicate myself. I've learned how to automate myself. I've learned how to use Android marketing in my business to create leverage for myself to go out and get the results that I seek. And I want to share with you how to go out and get those results. I want to share with you how to go out and start creating income on demand. But you got to make a decision, my friend. So make that decision, pull out your credit card and buy, and I will see you on the next live trading. I love you and appreciate you, and God bless you. Watch me like you watch TV and watch your income grow massively. James Jordan, best networker alive. I'll see you in the next training. Peace out.